8 weeks ago, Tommy Robinson was arrested in front of his children for confronting a pedophile who had just sexually assaulted his daughter. Now, on the day, it was clear that police weren't interested in investigating the serious allegation of child molestation, and they let the pedophile go while Tommy was dragged away in cuffs and charged with assault.
You're for fucking nicking!
Stop.
It's not my fucking daughter!
I'm going to deal with it!
You're not! You're nicking me!
To be honest, that would have been the end of the story if all of you hadn't shared the shocking video of his arrest. So thank you for spreading the truth. A day after you guys made that video viral, Tommy was called by the leading detective with an update that they were suddenly investigating what happened to his daughter.
I'm investigating an allegation of sexual touching on an under 13-year-old.
In that phone call, Tommy specifically asked the officer why they never even took a statement from his daughter.
When do you aim to actually get a video interview of my daughter?
There's no need to get a video interview of your daughter. The allegation is fairly simple.
And after we shared that secret recording, that particular officer was removed from the case, and his daughter finally got interviewed a few days later. Remember, Tommy restrained the perpetrator and hung around with his kids for 4 hours that day, waiting to give police statements. But the police refused. Their agenda was clear. They only wanted Tommy locked up, not the bloody pedo. Until now. 8 weeks later, Tommy received a call from the new investigator assigned to the case. Have a listen.
Hello?
Hiya.
Hi, can I just ask you,
Yeah.
obviously how long ago did this offence happen?
I think it was about 8 weeks ago, I believe.
8 weeks ago. As police investigation, when would have been the best time to take a statement off of the children as witnesses?
Okay, well, obviously, these children haven't witnessed the actual incident, okay? And basically the reason why we're taking statements from them now is for continuity. And it doesn't form evidence that the incident happened. It's just continuity for the lawyer to give charging advice, basically.
Okay, again, just as a police officer, when would have been the best time to do this? Because you're asking someone you're asking 10-year-old children and 8-year-old children what they remember from 2 months ago, whereas we sat there on that day and expected this to happen on the day, but no one did. So, as a police officer, when would have been the best time for you to take these statements?
As I said, if they don't form part of they don't actually witness the incident itself, we can take statements months down the line, because that statement isn't going to affect any charging decision. And
why would you be taking them then?
Pardon?
If they're not going to affect any charging decision, why would you be taking them?
The lawyer's asked us to take them.
Yeah.
The lawyer's asked, and she won't give charging advice until she has sight of them, or that we've asked these questions, but it won't make any difference. She just wants it for completeness is the only answer I can give you on that.
Do you think the children's memories of what happened would have been better 8 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you.
Do you disagree with me in that your total police investigation into this incident has been a fuck up from the start?
Yes, I do disagree with that, yes.
You do?
I do, yes.
Well, you just said it would have been better 8 weeks ago, but you haven't done no In fact, you've only messaged this week to speak to the children. You only took a statement off my daughter 2 weeks after the incident. Is that normal?
Every investigation is different. I can't answer.
Well, as a police officer dealing with a case, is it better to take a witness statement on the day of an incident, or is it better to leave it 2 weeks until a young girl can forget things? Or when's the best time to take a statement? That's all I'm asking. As a police, I'm just shocked by your entire police investigation into what is a sexual assault against a minor, and whereas you run around and got statements straight away. You got multiple statements. You stood there for 4 hours taking statements on the evening because a paedophile had a bloody nose. But you didn't take statements off of my daughter, off of any of the other children, and now 8 weeks later you're running around trying to get them. It just don't make sense.
Well, I can't answer these questions because I wasn't involved in the investigation at that time, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, do you think, in your opinion, do you think that this is more...
I don't really want to get involved in what my opinion is, if I'm not completely honest.
Okay, well, I just feel sick as her dad of the way that your police force have dealt with this case. It's unbelievable. It's shocking that you would leave 8 weeks to then start trying to take statements of children to see what they remember. 8 weeks later, when my children sat and waited for 4 hours for your officers to turn up to do exactly this, what you're doing now. It just doesn't make sense. I feel sick about
I
it.
can only suggest that you complain via the normal complaints procedure.
Okay, well, maybe I'll complain when I'm in court, because I'm in court. I've got a court date. I'm in court in 2 weeks. I'm in court for it.
Okay.
So I'm in court. You've got me in court. You've got me in court.
Well, I'm nothing to do with that investigation.
Your police
That's a
forces?
completely separate matter. But yeah, the police forces, yeah. And like I said, I can only suggest that you put a complaint in.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for giving you a hard time as you're trying to do your
No,
job.
no.
But I do feel, I just feel that for my daughter's sake, there's been a total failure in this. And the fact that
Well,
you're running around 8 weeks later, ringing up children, trying to take statements, 8 weeks after an incident, asking them what happened, what they saw, is insane. It's insane. When they were all willing to do this 8 weeks ago, there was nothing from you. Nothing. Until it went viral online, your officers weren't even going to interview my daughter. So,
Well, like I said, I wasn't involved at that point in this investigation, so I can't comment directly.
Okay.
All I can say now is that I've been tasked by the CPS for completeness, so that she can provide charging advice to get these last few statements, which is what I've been liaising with your wife about.
okay. All right, and thank you.
All right, no worries.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
What an absolute joke. Tommy was arrested and charged within days, while the real criminal has been free to victimise more young, innocent English girls. And now they expect those young children to remember everything clearly 8 weeks after the fact. Meanwhile, police have sent Tommy a new court date, 15th of May. Obviously, the courts think they're confident that it's going to be coronavirus safe by then. Otherwise, how could they put Tommy's life in danger? So please, mark down the date. Make sure to go and support Tommy on that day. Wear a mask. Practice social distancing. Just don't allow the state to persecute Tommy Robinson under the cover of coronavirus. If the court date does actually end up changing, we'll update you and let you know. But for now, Luton Magistrates Court on the 15th of May from 10 a.m. If you support the work we do here at TR News, if you refuse to allow the censorship to win, please consider supporting us financially at tr.news/support. We cannot do this without your generosity.